Before the light, I was small. A city held its breath. Windows dimmed and the streets fell quiet. Remember this hush, we will answer it. I was sand, a single grain on a quiet dune, and the wind drew patient circles around me. Then a hand found me and lifted me to the sun. For the first time I felt a direction, a gentle invitation to lean and shine. Fire taught me shape. I softened and flowed, joining a million others until I lost my name, and together we became glass. It wasn't force that changed me, it was care. Hands taught me purpose. They were gloved and steady. Risk became routine, and routine became skill. Cool air met hot glass, and I learned how not to break. Precision gave me sight. Not miles, but microns mattered. Polish, rinse, coat, a strip of light swept across me, and I held it clean. From one melt, I was poured and parted, and that is how I could be many things at once. A lens that focuses, panes that shelter, a thin skin that drinks the sun. It was still one story, told in many forms. Out in the desert, I learned to turn with morning. Row after row, we faced the day together, and light became heat, and heat kept gentle time, saving the day to gift the evening its shine. In that saved time, kettles sang, pencils moved, and shoulders dropped. Homes breathed easier. Daylight carried kindly into the night. The city answered back. In curved facades, I held the sky and the faces passing by. I remembered the dune even as I guarded the street. A small hand pointed up. Another part of me became an eye, a telescope's glass, steady in those hands. We looked together. Far above, I flew as a window on a satellite. The world leaned away. Mars turned like a quiet ember, and along its edge, the dust breathed the way my dune once did. Light does not pick sides. It asks to be guided. Hands guide me still. In fields I tilt with morning. In towers and kitchens I hold a gentle fire without letting it roam. I was the door that stayed clear through a storm, the window that kept heat where it belongs, the thin, bright skin that turns sunlight into power, and power into time, an extra hour you could feel. I was also the eye that helped us look farther than fear. I learned how to come back. When glass breaks, it isn't lost. At night, careful hands gather the pieces, colors sorted, edges cleaned. I go back to the glow. Heat doesn't punish me, it gets me ready. By morning, I'm useful again. A pane at a bus stop that keeps the rain off. A lens that lays a calm circle on the street. A bottle with a few more lives. The loop keeps time for us. Less noise in the day, more quiet in the evening. Before sunrise, the city lowers its voice. Windows hold a small warm light. Streets rest. Glass keeps the quiet, without turning the world dark. Glass clocks in. Metro doors align. Clear walls steer the rush. Trains breathe. Bus shelters stay cool while the heat waits outside. Rooftops drink light. The grid takes the extra. Out at the desert edge, a bright field saves noon for night. A high bridge turns floor to sky. A kid takes one brave step. At the museum, words are windows, and light writes the room. Shop fronts layer city and faces in one clean sheet. A clinic room stays open to family through a safe pane. Rain hits a windshield, beads, slips, gone. In a lab, a slide finds focus and the answer gets closer. A bottle comes back clean and starts again. Fiber sings under streets. A call connects. Distance feels small. A tower keeps its fire behind glass. A kitchen keeps its warmth where it belongs. We spend less cooling. We get more evening. Glass touches everything, and it gives time back. Hold that rise. Do you remember the hush? Here is our answer. One room, then another, then a street. The city wakes calm, bright, and ready. I began as a grain with no plan. Hands gave me one. Craft kept me honest. Care kept me useful. I was sand. Fire taught me shape. Hands taught me purpose. Precision gave me sight. With you, I carry the light forward. I was small. Now, I share the light.